bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they seasick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing.
He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And the Rams had a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to have...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Touchdown! Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had to score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. But if you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So they'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on second down. Bacon. They'll find Everett there, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL, but just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
He wants it all for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. And get lots of looking behind it, and that will not us up at 10. These kickers now used to be the 50-plus yard, which calls for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And what a nice example there of the tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
10-10 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field to despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, oh, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Bacon. Over the middle, complete. That's Warner. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Bacon.
Got Stevenson again. Back-to-back plays. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he finds Howard, puts it on the carpet, it's out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He finds his man, complete. That's Pope. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Okay, ready? 61.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Allen! C.D. Lamb with career touchdown number 60. As his guys have now moved out in front. Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set down to kick this one away. It goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. C.D. Lamb, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead up to 14. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the gun on 3rd down, Bacon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, and
a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Bacon. He finds his man, complete. That's Warner. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Bacon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard. As the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Texans 24.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And the half will begin with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
No gain on the play there, second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, LA! DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, Wilson.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And a completion to Wilson.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw on second down. Bacon, he sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
The Texans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a first down. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Bacon. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark from 13 yards out. And the Rams might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And here comes a return for the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Right after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers
you have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll go underneath here to Stevenson.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Bacon. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bacon. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And they'll indeed take a knee.
A waste of time.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And they will take a knee here. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And they take a knee. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And his kick is good. He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend on because he hasn't missed all year long. Congrats on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build at the moments where the game plan actually works.